point, your child was taken away from you. Is that true?
Yes, it ended up being a whole 5-year journey.
So, Akita, is that your version of the story as well?
Absolutely not. Part of the story is true, part of it, most of it is not. So when my daughter was already in the room being disciplined and my sister came over there after she had some kind of incident with some guy around the corner, and she brought the energy. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you.
Keisha, she let you tell your version, so let's hear from Akita.
Yeah, your version, exactly, your version. So anyway, what happened was when she showed up, I give her a summary. She's asking why my daughter's in there, and my daughter said, Keisha, I'm like, you be quiet.
When she walked through the door. Let her explain, please.
Let me tell the truth. So when she walks in again, back to that part, my daughter was already in my bedroom being disciplined. She comes in with her son, with her
He was not
energy.
there.
So anyway,
My son wasn't even there.
Anyway, she comes with her energy, and then I tell her why my daughter's in trouble, because my daughter was 6, not 5.
Excuse me.
We had been staying there on and off, and yes, she had come back to me in like 5 days prior to that, because she was staying with my older sister briefly while I was in transition getting another place. It wasn't like I didn't have custody of her and she was there because of that, like she made it sound. Anyway, that's out of here. And so she was back at my great-grandmother's house, and like I said, she was in trouble for that. And my daughter did flood the toilet, but she flooded it on purpose. She put too much stuff in the toilet, causing it to overflow.
Did you then attack Akeisha because she got involved and said something?
Absolutely, that's not why it happened. When I told her, when my kid's on punishment, my kid's on punishment. Simple as that. But the way that she was doing it, yes, she waited until she gets on the phone with her friend to turn it all around like she's doing in front of you guys. And yeah, she just got her back, and she doesn't need to be in. Let me talk to you. I'm like, why don't you go talk to your friend outside, not in my bedroom while my daughter's on punishment?
But I'm asking you, Akita, did you ever start physically fighting? You hit your sister.
My twin?
Yes.
Yes,
Akita.
that's where I'm leading up to. That's where I'm leading up to where when I'm telling her about what happened to my kid, she's just thinking in her mind how it happens. When she was not there when my daughter was on the toilet, she was not there on why my daughter was on punishment in the first place.
You forgot.
So then anyway, no, I didn't forget nothing.
Akita, stay focused and just tell us, did you hit your sister? That's the question.
Yeah, me and my sister, I hit her after she's on the phone in the bedroom that my daughter's in discipline.
Why would you hit your sister though?
Because she's on the phone talking to her friend and lying, exaggerating, but in front of my kid. Like, have your conversation with your friend
and Akita, you have had
in front of my
issues,
kid.
Though, with hitting your sister and maybe some other assault charges, right? So this is kind of something that can come up when you get angry. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
You've been to jail, haven't you, Akita?
So
have you been to jail?
Me and her, yes, I have.
Okay. Right. So that's what we're getting to is
courtesy of.
No, but let's talk about that because it's not always just with her.
Because it was that day. I went to jail that day. Because she and I ended up getting into a fight when she was on the phone with her friend. The reason why I ended up hitting the phone is because she came in my face talking about me in front of my kid. I don't like us arguing in front of my kid. She persisted to argue.
You didn't like you arguing in front of your kid with your sister, but you started swinging at her in front of your kid.
I didn't start swinging her. That's my point. She came to swing at me, missed.
No, I didn't.
Her phone, I popped her phone because she went to go like this with her phone. I popped it, hit her in her face. That's when we fought.
But I swung at her with my phone. That's what we're trying to figure out. There was a physical fight in front of the 6-year-old, resulting in your grandmother being knocked down, resulting in the police being called, and at some point your child was taken away from you. Is that true?
Yes. It ended up being a whole 5-year journey.
Okay, so 5-year journey. So I would imagine that they had to have found something extremely wrong. Areva, if the cops come in and they find something wrong, 5 years is a long time to not have your child with you.
Well,
that's a long time.
It's a long time for a child to be out of the home. And so my question for you, Akita, what were you doing during that 5-year period to get your daughter back?
Fighting and proving to them that things weren't true. They didn't believe what wasn't true. They just was like, well, we still want you to do this, and I'm defiant, but I didn't know it was gonna drag out that long. I thought,
so what kind of things did you do to try to get her back? What kind of things did they ask you to do, and then what did you do?
Can we finish the first part where I'm like, can I get to the point of me and her? Because we talking about my kid. I thought it was about me and her.
I know, but let's talk about this because we want to focus on your daughter for now.
We haven't gotten there yet. I want to get to the point of the truth.
Okay, Akita, it's okay. We can get back to that. We're going to talk about you and your sister for the rest of the
Why are you so angry?
Because I want to voice it and talk about what happened, and I want all the facts and the truth, not the false. I've been interrupted the entire time by both you guys and her. She never was. So can I get it out?